berapa pun. So masa MCO last year, it's the best time for me untuk retire from the national team, sebab kita tak boleh competing any tournaments, and until now the national team pun tak boleh lagi nak compete to overseas. So I think I made the right decision sebenarnya. And nak jadikan cerita, my parents memang support I all out, and I tak cakap because I rasa one of the reason, Azmi, I rasa puas hati kalau I nak retire because I dah capai I punya target, which is I dah menang gold medal dekat SEA Games, I dah menang gold medal dekat World Championship, even dekat Asian Games. So all the major tournament I dah menang gold. So tak ada benda yang I akan menyesal.
Alright, understood. I think fair enough lah. I mean, of course, life is too short, and of course kita pun nak cuba banyak benda dalam hidup ni. And then I think dengan you commit to bowling saja, you restrict yourself from trying all other opportunity out there lah.
Yep.
Okay, so we know that lepas you dah announce you punya retirement apa semua, banyaklah opportunity yang dapat, and even I tengok kat you punya social media update, you involved in a movie and now jadi host untuk Astro. So how does that all change you punya routine directly? Maksudnya transition wise, sebelum ni you ada routine yang fix, macam you cakap weekday je, most of the time you spend time dekat alley, and most of the time you will say that's your second home. Now that you are in a different punya direction and different career path apa semua kan, adakah rutin you banyak berubah somehow or other?
Okay, at first after retire, of course, I rasa okay, one thing I memang rasa, I rasa macam, wow, I'm free, man. Sebab I've been macam training every day, I kena ikut all the timing wise yang coach bagi, I kena ikut apa yang Majlis Sukan Negara buat, suruh I buat. I akan ada training start from pukul 9 sampai pukul 11 pagi, and then I kena pergi physio, and I go to the gym. Itulah rutin I since 2007 I buat sampai last year 2020. But after that I rasa of course memanglah rasa lain because rutin tu dah tak ada. But I think after retire ni kan, I have more time, especially dengan family I, and I explore some other things. And after I retire, like you said just now pun, Astro ada offer I as a host. So sebenarnya I macam tak confident lah, kenapa I nak kena jadi host pula kan. But that's why I give myself a challenge, because when I was a bowler dulu pun, I banyak dah challenge yang I dah harungi. But I think why not? Okay, that's why I said masa I still lagi dalam national team, kalau I decided to restart, dah decided myself to retire, I kena berani explore on other things. That's why I take that challenge to become a host, even though I tak tahu, I have zero basic about hosting, but I learn, I start from zero. So temporary memang I freelance, I tak work full time for the hosting, just freelance. And then yang pasal movie you cakap tu, okay, dia bukan pasal that movie, dia macam semua dah diatur dengan baik lah, perancangan Allah kan. So after I dah retire, so I get macam offer from one of the pengarah untuk berlakon dalam this Ratu Tempe movie. Ratu Tempe movie pun is a sport punya series. So I tak plan myself untuk jadi pelakon ke apa ke, but sebenarnya cerita tu berkenaan dengan kehidupan bola, dan juga ada different lah daripada 3 watak tu. So it's interesting sebab I memang kena jadi seorang pemain bowling yang hebat dalam cerita tu. So kenalah dengan so I explore lah other things juga. At the same time banyak belajar on hosting, on acting, so macam-macam benda lah.
Okay, Afifah, thank you. So when will, I don't know if you can share this or not, but when will the Ratu Tempe will be released? Any clue for your fans out there, so at least they can
Yes, it will be the TS very soon sebenarnya.
Okay, very soon. Okay.
Very soon. So just stand by on Astroria. Nanti check it out on my IG lah, nanti I of course akan update semua.
Okay
But
guys,
real soon.
real soon. Okay guys, siapa yang tak
Yeah.
follow Afifah lagi, make sure korang follow so you dapat update real time when the show is released. So Afifah
Yes.
cakap rutin berubah dramatically, especially when you have been doing it for over 10 years, the same thing, and of course you have to adjust accordingly, but it doesn't restrict her from moving forward and try something new. So Afifah, so if right now you kata you're freelance, you still haven't decided yet lah in a way which direction you want to go. Of course, you're involved in entertainment, etc. But where would you want to see yourself in the next 5-10 years as a your career?
Okay, in another 5 years, I'm planning to have, even sekarang pun, I memang ada plan untuk, especially untuk coach the young talent in bowling. Just a small macam klinik bowling, but everything sekarang ni stop. Apa yang I plan with my friend, everything stop lah sebenarnya because of MCO. So we cannot train. Supposedly I dah start dah for next month, but I think I have to wait until MCO ni over, then I akan ada bowling clinic lah, and another 5 years in future definitely I akan ada academy. That's why I start from now.
Right, so you foresee yourself evolving in the sport still, but opening up your own academy in 5-6 years time lah.
Yes.
Alright, that will be very interesting to see, especially I think dah COVID dah settle dah nanti insyaAllah, and everyone will look forward to go back to playing sports, and hopefully you'll be ready by then lah. So now you already planning lah. So are you gonna be in Kuala Lumpur or Ipoh ke, or going back to your hometown ke macam mana?
Because at first I memang plan untuk balik my hometown lah, because I nak ambil the talent dekat sana, but that's one of my big plan juga. Bila balik Ipoh, train all the youngsters, but I think the base will be in KL of course, sebab KL and Selangor I think kita ada semua tu lah, I mean the kemudahan-kemudahan facilities yang ada. So I think everything pun akan buat dekat KL Selangor.
Alright, okay, I wish you best of luck. So if you need anyone to jump on the bandwagon, you know where to hit, okay? Anyhow, okay, we're gonna move on to the next question. And before I go on, those who's watching, please share this live video, and don't forget to ask any question if you have, so we can ask directly to yours truly, Afifah. Dia akan cuba jawab any personal question tu, kita tengoklah macam mana kalau dia nak jawab tak jawab kan. Tapi anything related to career path ke apa, insyaAllah kita akan cuba kasih Afifah jawab. Okay. The next question is, a few people rasa Persaraan you adalah satu kerugian for the industry. How you cope with all the different views and opinion on your retirement, Afifah?
Okay, tak adalah macam kehilangan yang besar sangat sebenarnya. Because I think sebab one of the reason I berani retire because of I think kita ramai sangat all the talent, I mean dekat backup team, even kita ada ramai, kita ada 6 lagi bowler dekat backup team, which is 3 orang tu memang anytime boleh beat the senior team. That's why even my coach Holloway pun tak agree sebenarnya untuk I quit from the team. Even pengarah MSN Datuk Syafawi pun tak agree, dia tak bagi sebenarnya I retire. But I said to my coach, sebenarnya diorang minta I untuk stay until SEA Games or Asian Games dekat Hangzhou, but I think tak boleh. Kalau I still lagi tunggu for 2 years, I akan end up with nothing lah sebenarnya. So I made the right decision sebenarnya, because I think sekarang ni ada 2 lagi backup bowler yang really perform well, which is Nora Liana dengan Syazwani. I think untuk Nora and Syazwani, diorang boleh replace I lah from the team. So the team takkan lah affected sangat without me. But after that, Kak Shani Zulkifli pula retire. So I think without Kak Shalin mungkin kena dia macam susah sikit lah nak cari pengganti Kak Shalin.
Alright. I think that's very subjective call lah sama ada. It's so but I'm sure your intention is good. I think there's a lot of new faces in the uprising. So tak salah pun kita nak bagi peluang kepada mereka untuk do the take over you punya ni lah. But you're not leaving the industry anyway. You still be part of it in a different punya apa ni area.
But even this year, I suppose ada dekat US untuk the PWBA kan. But itulah sebabkan COVID ni everything, even I dah retire from the team, I still plan untuk compete on my own. So everything stop macam tu je because of COVID. So even kita tahu Kak Syahrin Zulkifli pun dekat sekarang kan. But yes. I tak boleh. I takut nak pergi because of COVID sebab I think whatever it is, family come first. So I risau nak pergi sana and my parents pun tak bagi I compete time COVID dekat sana. Kita tak tahu how the situation dekat sana kan. So I sacrifice not to compete this year and insyaAllah next year kalau everything okay, I will compete lah sebenarnya on my own. Okay, no more with the national team lah, insyaAllah.
It's okay, tak apa. Regardless of you with the national team or not, you still will carry the Malaysian flag. So that's what all matter. Yes. Yeah, that's what all matter anyway. Okay, kita ada a few question coming in, but before we go taking the question from the audience, alright, when you mentioned that you had a talk dengan you punya ayah, dengan your mother, I mean, because from what I see, you are a very family person. And you took the opportunity MCO and to discuss with them untuk you punya retirement. What was your first initial reaction? Was there any macam say kekang or macam halangan ke, or dia macam okay, you go with whatever you want to do?
Okay, at first of course sebab as I said just now, my dad yang influence I into bowling. So when I say that I want to retire from the team, of course my dad lah orang pertama yang rasa sedih sangat. I can see from his face. But I told my dad I will not stop bowling at all langsung. I still akan compete. Even lepas ni I tak pergi dengan national team sebab biasanya kalau I travel dengan national team, my parents takkan ikut lah because diorang akan bagi 100% the responsibility to my persatuan yang jaga. So I cakap dekat my parents, okay, after this if I go compete anywhere, I memang akan bawa my parents, especially untuk teman I, bagi I the moral support sebab I akan travel seorang. So that's the macam okay lah, my dad cakap I pun still akan main bowling. So dia pun happy lah, ingatkan I nak retire langsung, tak nak main bowling langsung. So itu dia akan sedih lah. Tapi I receive a good feedback and positive vibe lah from my parents sebab my parents memang supportive sangat-sangat Azmi. Tak pernah halang I buat apa. Apa-apa, I tak ada secret anything to my parents. Apa-apa yang I rasa, I akan share with my parents. So my parents pun tahu apa yang I nak buat and they believe in me.
Right. Alhamdulillah, it's very good that you have very good and supporting system lah. At the end of the day, if you want to be successful, you have to have a very strong supporting system. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna go to our next part of kita punya live show. Kita ada rapid fire question untuk Afifah. So it's gonna be 10 question and every question you don't have to elaborate. Just try to keep you punya jawapan tu short and precise lah. Alright, and then after that I will sambung dengan soalan-soalan daripada audience kita. Okay, soalan nombor 1 Afifah. Siapakah idol sukan anda?
Okay, idol sukan in bowling of course kalau kat Malaysia Syahrin Zulkifli. Dan kalau overseas I suka Maya Sharapova.
Maya Sharapova, okay.
Yes.
Alright, kata-kata semangat yang you suka.
Kata-kata semangat, okay, kalau sebenarnya I selalu advise dekat orang, okay, kalau you rasa sebenarnya I do what I love and I enjoy what I do. Sebab kalau you buat something yang you tak suka, you akan rasa macam you terpaksa and you takkan happy. End up you takkan happy dengan apa yang you buat.
100%. I concur that. Okay, siapa yang akan berada di setiap pertandingan atau you punya tournament?
Siapa akan berada?
Siapa yang akan sentiasa di samping you lah during your competition?
During competition, of course, my coach always lah.
Alright, okay. Do you have apakah rutin atau ritual you sebelum perlawanan?
Ritual before start game, 2 jam sebelum I start tournament, I akan switch off everything in my mind. I start to focus by doing dengar lagu ke, dah tak cakap benda-benda yang tak berkenaan dengan bowling. So, itu I buat.
Okay, apakah filem kegemaran anda?
Avengers.
Okay, alright. That's new. Okay, warna pakaian sukan kegemaran Afifah.
Tak ada kegemaran apa, suka colourful. Tak suka one or two colours.
Okay, rainbow lah ni. Alright. This is going to be the toughest question for us Malaysian. Okay. Apakah makanan kegemaran Afifah?
Okay. Sebenarnya suka makan tom yum. Itu my favourite lah dengan Japanese food.
Alright, okay. Momen paling berharga dalam kerjaya sukan FIFA?
Of course bila menang, tak sangka boleh menang juara dunia dekat Vegas 2017.
Alright, okay. Sesuatu yang FIFA nak cuba tetapi takut untuk lakukan?
FIFA sebenarnya takut dengan height, gayat kan. So yang kalau nak try buat apa pun semua tu paragliding kan. Bungee jump tu semua tak berani lah sebenarnya nak buat.
Okay, nak buat tapi takut lah.
Takut.
Okay, last but not least. Okay, persaingan yang paling sukar yang pernah FIFA hadapi?
Persaingan kalau dalam bowling of course nak kena compete dengan tim-tim yang top lah macam US. Itulah. So yang apa-apa orang cakap kalau whenever kita nak compete dengan US kita akan rasa macam alamak boleh ke tak ni kan. Itu je.
Okay, alright. Thank you very much FIFA. Now kita akan tarik a few question daripada our viewers. Okay, so question number 1. Okay, daripada Wan Khairil. FIFA, can you please share regarding world ranking? Is it important for national bowler and which tournament give higher points?
Kita share regarding world ranking. Is it important for national bowler? Okay, world ranking actually susah tau nak cakap pasal world ranking ni sebab tournament give higher points of course kalau kita pergi world championship. And then susah kita nak differentiate sebab semua tournament yang dekat tournament yang bola pergi tak semuanya kita akan take part. Contohnya macam kalau US overseas bola dia tak akan pergi macam Thailand Open, dia tak akan pergi macam Korea Open something like that. So susah sebenarnya nak ada points tu. So kita nak dapatkan top bowler in the world pun susah sebab every tournament yang kita pergi pun bukan tournament yang sama. So tournament lain-lain. Macam contoh I pergi Madrid Open, ada lagi 2-3 orang tak pergi Madrid Open akan pergi tournament lain. So susah nak bagi tahu about points lah.
Dia tak ada standard circuit macam tenis ke apa yang orang selalu majority
no, tak ada.
Okay. Alright, soalan nombor 2 daripada Amin Idris. What's your biggest sacrifice masa mewakili negara? Macam kenal je ni. Ada gelak.
Itulah. Kenal ni.
Okay.
Okay, Bro Amin, baik sebenarnya FIFA ni. Okay, what's your biggest sacrifice masa mewakili negara? Okay, biggest sacrifice of course bila macam sebab bowling kan, sebab kita orang every tournament yang kita pergi, kita selalu menang medal tau. Bukannya silver or bronze, kita menang gold. So bila masa 2017 kita menang gold medal, FIFA pun merasalah benda tu. Kita menang gold medal and then 2018 that tournament kita dah menang gold. So KPI kita MSN cakap okay, for next one, kita kena maintain that gold medal. So, sebab kita ada KPI, takkan kita daripada last year kita nak drop kita punya gold medal to bronze or silver. So, bila orang dah letak KPI dekat kita, so kita rasa pressure tau sebenarnya. So, I think itu yang sacrifice, yang pengorbanan yang rasanya macam alamak, kita kena menang gold medal ni sebenarnya. So, Pengorbanan tu kita ambil as a team, kita ramai-ramai macam kita akan ada lah macam team talk, kita akan cakap okay sebenarnya orang dah letakkan macam KPI tinggi, so tu kita ambil macam sebagai pengorbanan jugalah gitu. So tak dengar Azmi.
Okay. You dah ada satu potential customer lah ni. Can you coach me one day, Miss Afifah? You are my idol. Really looking high on you. But I'm a person just like Jason Belmonte. Need to roll using two hand. Can you teach me also if I'm using two hand?
Okay, thank you Zaza for the question. I cannot teach people how to go two-handed because I tak tahu the basic how to teach two-handed. So, but basic, yes, I can teach you basic, but not two-handed. Sorry.
Okay, Zaza jangan risau. Nanti Afifah bila dia buka akademi dia make sure ada coach yang boleh ajar dua
Yes,
tangan.
sebenarnya two-handed ke one-handed ke, yang penting basic you kena tahu. Momentum, the swing, step, everything you kena tahu.
Okay, alright. Take note, Zaza. And last, another question from Zaza. I think you have answered this. Okay, why you choose to retire so early? So Zaza, hopefully you dah dapat lah answer you. Okay, alright. And Zaza ni banyak ni. Memang betul raving fan ni, Viva. Semua soalan dia tanya. Okay, last I think today before we go to next question, what is the best to start to play bowling so they can achieve at high level like you?
Okay, for me, you can start at the age of 8 years old sebenarnya. Kalau you start lambat macam 12, 13 years old, nanti you akan tertinggal your macam kalau kita dah ada tau, kalau bawah 15 tahun kita dah ada the kategori semua. So I think kalau you start 8 years old, you akan get all the basic in 1 year. So 9 years old, 10 years old you boleh start compete dalam sekolah-sekolah. Especially I cakap ini untuk siapa yang ada anak-anak, untuk encourage anak dalam main bowling. So can start lah at the age of 8. It depends sebenarnya. Sebab sekarang ni kan, sebab dulu kalau you start umur you maybe 6 tahun tak ada, nak angkat bola pun tak larat lagi kan, bola pun berat lagi. So maybe can start dengan 6 pound dulu kalau at the age of 8.
Apa yang paling you takuti sepanjang career ni?
Okay, cakap pasal injury, sebenarnya dalam kalau I nak cakap my experience kan, sebenarnya I dah had to consider serious injury for myself. Masa 2015 I injured my back, I punya lower back koyak. Koyak sampai, nasib baik dia tak go deep, dia just macam panjang sampai 7 cm. Besar kan. Masa tu I tengah training, I tengah main bowling, I tengah nak baling, suddenly macam I tak boleh move tau my body. So I tak sempat nak pack semua. My coach suruh I pergi ISN clinic. So I check, I dah buat scan semua, I memang ada that 7 cm koyak dekat my lower back. So masa tu I rest for 6 months and rehab was really painful sebenarnya. And the second injury masa tu I dapat TSCC dekat sini. So masa tu maybe overtrain, I'm not sure kan. Maybe masa I tak cukup kuat lagi masa tu, otot lagi tak cukup kuat. So I injured ni, TFCC I koyak dekat wrist, I rest dalam 5 bulan juga.
Alright, okay. So I think that's about it for the question from our audience. Kalau ada lagi nanti before we end kita akan
sure, boleh.
Dapatkan lagi. Okay, so we're gonna move on to our question. Okay, wakil negara dalam sukan mesti akan ada pressure, sama into feeling stress or depressed. Especially macam you cakap tadi, bila you dah capai world champ emas, of course KPI untuk tahun depan kena maintain. Alright. So adakah you rasa the weight yang dah diletak kat beban you dah kurang sikit now, dah you dah tak ada komitmen sebagai pemain negara? So maknanya sekarang is you put your own ni, tak adalah ada orang yang put, okay, this is your KPI FIFA, this is your KPI team. Now you know, adakah dah rasa lega sikit yes, kurang sikit pressure tu? So cerita sikit.
Of course Azmi, you cerita tu pun dah memang confirm dah rasa dia apa tu tekanan, the pressure tu memang kurang 100% memang tak ada langsung. But tak semestinya I tak macam set my own target. Sebab macam I cakap tadi, even I retire from the team, I say I can compete on my own. I pergi sendiri, find sponsor sendiri. But I ada my personal target, which is of course takkan I pergi je suka-suka, I tak nak menang kan. Of course I akan carry Malaysia flag juga dengan nama Malaysia dekat belakang. And I ada personal target of course untuk kalau for now I memang target untuk pergi US, untuk tournament US. So dalam setiap tournament tu I memang akan target diri I untuk dapat top 15 sebab it's not easy sebenarnya untuk menang dekat sana, but top 15 is the best achievement lah yang boleh buat. But kalau top 3 podium is rezeki, and I always gonna do my best, will do my best whenever I pergi compete mana-mana pun. And the best part is sekarang ni macam dulu kalau still lagi dalam national team, dulu kita tak boleh pilih which tournament that we want to go. Semuanya Majliskan Negara dan juga Persatuan Bowling kita orang, MTBC akan decide. So for now, after dah retire, I ada that ni lah untuk choose which tournament that I want to go. Europe ke, US ke, even kat Asia pun I boleh choose which tournament. So that's the best part yang sebenarnya after retire ni.
Right, so you get pick and choose what you want to do lah. Mana you nak pergi, mana you nak pergi.
Kalau before this, I mungkin teringin nak pergi Madrid Open ke, I nak pergi Open mana-mana Germany ke, tapi tak dapat pergi. But this time, I akan cari my own sponsor, semua sponsorship, and then I try to pergilah kalau sebelum ni tak dapat pergi. Then this time I boleh plan lah where to go.
Okay, so I think now that you are on your own in a way, okay.
Yep.
So how do you gonna balance out you punya new work as a freelance, hosting, and then probably a bit here and there with your training? Would it be something different programming wise? Before this you dapat access to ISN, now dapat lagi bawa ISN punya coverage, and then in terms of you punya coach, adakah you akan ambil external coach or you gonna self coach ke? Mungkin you boleh share sikit untuk you punya new journey ni lah yang kita akan lihat the next 1-2 years.
Okay Azmi, kalau dulu when I'm still with the national team, I dapat all the benefit, facilities, physiotherapists, coach, train for free. But after dah retire, that's why I dah discuss dengan my parents, I must have my own saving. Kalau I dah retire, okay, I have my own saving so that I can plan what's next. But I know kalau let's say I nak compete next year, katakan I nak compete on May, but I think early January I dah kena start plan for myself. I dah kena start training sendiri. I akan on personal coach or coach wise, I'm not sure macam mana sebab tak ramai sangat coach yang ada. I mean professional coach dekat Malaysia ni tak ramai ada. But what I can do is maybe I keep in touch with other professional coach on macam maybe ada dia boleh tolong I ke for few months. So that's part of my plan. And for physiotherapy, so it's okay. I ada my friend pun boleh jadi my therapist, can give macam treatment to me. And as sponsorship, insyaAllah kalau ada rezeki akan adalah sponsor. And that's why I cakap susah sebenarnya untuk berdiri sendiri, but it's okay kalau I based on macam rezeki. Kalau ada rezeki, so okay, I boleh pergi. But so far, that's why I said kena ada my own saving. So after retire, I did everything yang I boleh dapat untuk I have my own saving so that I boleh compete untuk pergi tournament dengan tak ada rasa macam susah hati ke apa ke. So that's part of my plan sebenarnya. And sebenarnya kalau you tengok my IG, ramai juga sebenarnya tanya, okay, you boleh tengok I selalu buat workout routine semua tu kan. Sebab one of the reason kenapa I buat workout routine tu sebab let's say kalau katakan border dah boleh buka, maybe in another, we don't know kan, maybe next year dah boleh buka. So I ada lagi my fitness tu dekat I. So I tak adalah start lagi nak start from zero balik. That's why I keep maintaining my fitness so that I boleh compete anytime bila border dah buka nanti. Sebab once I stop from fitness, macam lepas retire I stop for 2 months, I rasa badan I memang out langsung, penat and I jadi tak fit. That's why sekarang ni I buat dalam seminggu dalam 4 kali. So I maintain lah sebenarnya fitness sendiri. Fitness ni sebenarnya kalau nak cakap pasal gym ke apa ke, I don't think macam satu benda yang masalah besar, sebab I still can do home workout. I ada equipment dekat rumah, just beli dumbbell, spend on treadmill, tu je lah yang I boleh buat. So tak risau sangat lah kalau pasal gym tu, Azmi.
Yeah, I think that's very wise of you to make sure you maintain all whatever fitness level yang you ada, so you don't start from ground zero lah. So you, I mean, dah all the years of dapat the fitness nanti just put down the drain. Very good. But I'm very interested to know lah, Afifah. You know, you mentioned tadi macam coach dekat Malaysia ni tak ramai professional. Have you ever considered to be based somewhere macam dekat US ke Europe ke, you know, as a way to build you punya professional bowling career?
Okay, I think everything sebenarnya kalau kita nak pergi mana-mana pun, Azmi, I would choose US lah sebenarnya. Sebab US, we have US yang ada world class punya facilities dekat sana. Diorang ada dia punya macam Kegel Bowling Center. Kegel tu the biggest macam kita tahu in bowling, oiling machine, just for oiling machine semua. So I akan cari effort untuk cari coach dekat sana and nak train dekat Kegel tu. Kegel tu kalau kita dapat train kat sana, sangat macam orang cakap, kita akan gain banyak sangat knowledge kat sana. So to be more professional, I think I akan base dekat US. It's not easy, but it's I think it will be okay kalau stay for 2 or 3 months to train dekat sana and compete dekat sana.
At the end of the day, how bad you want it lah. There's always way to, you know, to find a solution. If orang kata pepatah Melayu, nak seribu daya tak nak seribu daya. So I'm sure you have figured out and plan something, and I wish you will, you know, get to achieve what you have planned out lah. Okay, execute everything. Okay, so before we end, we're just going to take a few more questions. Alright, okay, this is from Aaron Cheong. Okay, which part of your body as a bowler do you use ATF K-tape? Okay, nak tahu. Afifah pakai K-tape kat mana? Nak tahu sikit mana you pakai. Kenapa and why you pakai?
Okay, kinesio tape sebenarnya ATF juga yang banyak sponsor I sebelum ni untuk tournaments, even dekat Asian Games, kat World Champs semua I pakai ATF. And ATF sebenarnya sebab before this I kan ada injury. So when I ada injury, I can pakaikan dekat especially on my wrist, and I can keep sampai atas ni tu. Macam sebenarnya ATF ni, kinesio ni macam bantu I macam reduce the pain and bagi I tak banyak movement. So that's why I pakai the kinesio tape. Sebab kalau you macam tak protect macam apa-apa, you akan rasa macam benda tu mengganggu you punya movement. So to lesser your movement, untuk reduce you punya macam pergerakan semua, I akan pakai dekat sini, which is I rasa memang membantu sangat. And one more thing, I akan pakai dekat my lower back and my kaki. Tu je tempat I akan pakai.
Okay, Aaron, hope Afifah have answered your question. Okay, one last question for your number one fan, Zaza Aurora. Okay, adakah kecederaan belakang yang pernah Miss Afifah itu memberi kesan pada performance hingga kini? Does it disturb your psychology even when you play bowling right up to today?
Yeah, of course, my back injury tu memang mengganggu I punya movement before this. Okay, even I dah 100% fully fit, doktor dah cakap I dah boleh compete, I dah boleh training, I still macam phobia. I takut dia koyak balik, so that I go slowly. Slowly tu means if they train for 2 hours, I train for 1 hour je for 2 weeks, macam tu, untuk bagi dia macam tengah recovery lagi kan, and I'm not confident sebenarnya benda tu dah 100% full recover. So sebenarnya take it very long period sebenarnya untuk recover. And but that's why I betul-betul rest for 5 months masa tu, after I get the injury. I do rehab, I go physio. So dia strengthen balik kita punya back injury tu. So I think sebenarnya memang long period lah, 6 bulan kan, tak boleh main bowling langsung, tak boleh training, tak boleh compete. Kawan-kawan dah pergi 2-3 tournament, I still dekat KL buat treatment, buat rehab. And rehab dia sangat sakit sebenarnya. Untuk strengthen balik the injury punya part, yang koyak punya part tu, it's not easy sebenarnya, sakit gila rehab.
A lot of people, especially non-athlete, dia tak faham pasal yang the importance of doing a proper rehab. Because I mean, with proper rehab, you are macam in a way can be back to your fully fitness better. Sebab kalau kita tak buat rehab, kita rasa kita dah recover sebab kita rest je. It doesn't help. Doesn't help because the chances of injury coming back is higher.
And the way how kita punya daily food intake tu semua ambil kira macam rehab, ada juga macam you tak boleh suka-suka hati you nak makan apa-apa ke, tak boleh. If you under rehab, you masa tu kalau katakan macam I tengah injured lower back semua kan, semuanya I kena monitor what I do, what I did. Even balik rumah pun I ada few exercises that I kena buat. Semacam sehari tu I akan ada one session dekat ASN, one session lagi nak ada exercise dekat rumah. Penat lah sebenarnya. So better not for us to get injured lah sebenarnya. I think Azmi pun former national rugby player. So Azmi pun tahu kan macam mana rehab kan, the process.
Never easy. Alright.
Never easy.
Okay guys, thank you very much for joining. Yang memang kita almost 1 hour dengan Afifah ini. Kita bincangkan macam mana Afifah ni proses Putrajaya, macam mana bila decide untuk bersara, and how the acceptance of people around her, especially their family. So there's a lot of things that we can learn from this episode, and hopefully macam episode ni banyak beri manfaat kepada korang. Just stay true to yourself and prioritize your future for your happier life lah. So Afifah, before we go out and then we akan tanya soalan je lagi untuk cari pemenang kita hari ni, mungkin Afifah boleh ada last 2 words to your fans and to the audience today, any kata, especially those yang memang ada anak ke ataupun dia sendiri berminat macam Zaza tadi nak jadi aspire national bowler like you. What can you give last 2 piece of advice to them?
Okay, actually ramai juga parents dekat luar sana yang tak encourage anak-anak untuk main sukan sebab dia kata sukan ni tak akan pergi jauh. Okay, sama juga dengan I. Even my family, relative tak setuju sebenarnya untuk I main bowling, untuk I get involved into sport. But actually with sport you can earn income, at the same time you boleh macam dia jadi dia akan membantu you untuk build up your career, which is untuk nak buatkan platform you untuk jadikan you seorang orang yang berdisiplin. And because myself, orang kenal I sekarang ni dengan sukan bowling. Kalau without bowling I am nothing sebenarnya. With bowling sebenarnya I nak cakap boleh earn income tu dari segi macam kita akan ada salary, but sebenarnya there's allowance from apa yang kita dapat from sukan negara sebenarnya is based on our performance. Bukannya kita duduk je, okay you dalam national junior, you akan macam stick je you punya allowance to that amount. Sebenarnya kalau you keep on performing, you perform well, especially dalam pelapis, you akan promoted to backup team. So backup team you akan increase your allowance kat situ. And until you become the world champion, you get the maximum pay. So sebenarnya bukan orang nak cakap main sukan ni tak ada duit. Kalau you betul-betul serius dengan what you do, tak kisahlah dalam sport ke, dalam kerja you apa-apa ke, you will earn. Sebab I know dunia sekarang ni, I know money is not everything, but everything we need money for now. And I sebenarnya ramai juga budak-budak kecil yang boleh tanya I, Kak Afifah main bowling kaya tu? Kan you tahu? So that perception sebenarnya salah lah. Sebab I main daripada kecil. Of course sebab I tengok I eager. I ada eager untuk mewakili negara, untuk menang. I nak naik podium tu, I rasa macam daripada kecil bestnya kalau dapat naik podium. And sampai sekarang I macam tak percaya apa yang I buat. But with all the sacrifice yang ada, susah payah, bukan senang nak naik. Kalau you senang nak naik, you akan senang jatuh. But please encourage your kids to play sport. But choose sport yang betul-betul boleh menjamin anda semua. Macam I, alhamdulillah I choose bowling sebab my dad yang choose bowling untuk I. So macam orang cakap macam apa tu? Daripada ayah lah, berkat daripada ayah punya pilih. So encourage your kids to play sport. Sebenarnya sport ni bukan bagus untuk apa career ke apa ke. It's good for your health juga sebab you akan bersukan and you akan perlu untuk keep healthy lifestyle.
Right, well said and well wrap up by Syaidatul Afifah. So guys, if you are parents and then you tengok anak you asyik tercongok je main handphone apa je, I mean please do macam encourage them to involve in physical activity, play sport, because bukan sahaja dia boleh jadi satu-satu career pathway, but dia juga boleh jadi satu cara untuk healthy lifestyle dan juga character building. Itu yang paling penting bagi I rasa. Dia character building macam Afifah cakap, dia dah jadi lebih disiplin sebab
more disiplin, yes.
Dia banyak, so it's character building, so it's very important. So before kita end, kita akan tanya satu soalan pada mereka yang dah share dan tonton ni benda ni. Soalan mudah saja. Okay, Syaidatul Afifah berasal dari mana? I tak nak kompleks orang cari apa dia punya ni, kita tahu je Afifah ni, so kita kenal lebih rapat dengan Syaidatul Afifah. So anda just sediakan jawapan anda di bahagian komen. Kita punya team akan reach out if jawapan anda betul dan anda dah share live video ini. So, Syaidatul Afifah, thank you once again for today. It has been an honor to chit-chat dengan you dekat kita punya coffee talk today.
Okay, before that sebenarnya
Teruskan.
Okay, before that sebenarnya nak thank you juga Kak Azmi sebab you banyak tolong I, especially during ni lah I punya masa I dalam national team. Hopefully after I ada dalam national team ke apa kan, ATF boleh kita boleh work on together lagi kan. After this, okay guys, pakai ATF guys, best.
Okay, we always open to collaborate dengan you, jangan risau. So thank you very much Afifah for this opportunity. I wish you all the best for your future endeavour. Hopefully nanti dah jadi superstar famous, jangan lupa kita kat sini.
Mana ada Azmin. Mana tahu insyaAllah amin kan.
And then last soalan tu, I doakanlah cepat-cepat jumpa the one supaya kita orang pun tak sabar nak tengok siapa you settle down nanti insyaAllah.
Azmi, kalau I ni tiba-tiba personal sikit Okay, kalau I dah settle down nanti I dah kahwin semua, I punya hajat nak pergi compete tu susah lah sikit kalau I dah ada family tu.
Okay,
so tengah single sekarang ni, I buat je dulu apa yang nak buat. Okay?
Okay. Alright. Okay. Nanti kalau dah ada tu, jangan lupa ajak sekali. Okay. Alright, Afifah, thank you very much. I'll see you again in another time, another tour. Okay?
Okay, thank you for inviting. Take care, stay safe.
Alright.
Bye.
Alright, that's all for us today with Syaidatul Afifah. It has been a very awesome show with her, a lot of sharing yang valuable. So hopefully siapa-siapa di luar sana dapatlah manfaat daripada perkongsian kita daripada Syaidatul Afifah. So kita akan contact anda jika anda jawab dengan betul dan anda dah share live video ini di social media anda. Alright, kita akan ada satu last show minggu hadapan dengan satu lagi guest yang kita akan announce tidak lama lagi. Dan lepas tu kita akan ambil a quick break from our live show untuk kita restructure a few things. And thank you very much to those who have been following us for the past, I think 10-15 shows with us, and it was been an awesome. And stay safe guys, let us do what we can to help the government to flatten the curve. Okay, till then, play with confidence.